You got her slow.
Thank you.
Louise Harrison was saying that George has no idea of what the Beatles did and what they meant to people.
Right alongside the road.
And they treat it very much like an
אלה ליד הגדר האחרות. איפה שעמדנו קודם, שפר הרכבות המספר. רגע, תיק אצלך מהמילה? כן. המביאה אצלך ליורי?
כן.
Word, I say Edward the Confessor, the last king with pure English blood in him. You know who the next one will be? So we're told. I haven't seen the proof of this, but we are told the next king with pure English blood in him will be Prince Lees. The history of it, but it's going to the Abbey in St Margaret's Church, and that's where Winston Churchill was married, and where we believe Sir Walter Raleigh is now. And there's another shot of Big Ben. The answer to that is actually why not. There's a lot of foreign statesmen dotted around London, ones that were admired in their time.
What do you think those flags, can anyone those flags? I don't think they're all fair. Yeah, I want to see the war.
We just happen also to be a friend of the Russian naval attaché, Major Ivanov. And this right-holding restaurant at the top, they had this party in. Let's go down to Wimpole Street, just down this way, see where from 63 to 66. Paul actually had his bedroom right at the top of the house, which I believe he shared with Peter Asher. So Alistair might be able to confirm that if he knows.
I'm not saying a word.
But no one seemed to recognise it. So Paul finally realised he must have get up this tune in his sleep. Didn't have any proper words to it for a long time. The original title was Grounded Edge. I'm sure you know what it says. I'll lose it yesterday. That's always the melody anyway gets me right to the up.
Two very sweet people, Paul and James, 3 years. It might have been different, but people accepted it as quite okay. But sorry, I don't know.
Was a professional musician, and she.
Wait, it seems like it's so much bigger in the picture. You wouldn't. I mean, wider. You know, like where they were looking down.
Covent Garden in these areas.
Right, you know, we just had him on his seat, and he just round the window now. It starts all over again. It's been happening for 20 odd years. So I went round the back, and that was a famous occasion. But there was McCartney sitting in a deck chair on the lawn with a reporter next to him. Oh my God! You know, I said, Paul, what are you doing? We're coming clean. And it was the day when he actually came clean with the press. He said, yeah, of course we take jokes.
I was doing an event this time at House as well. He done Confessions of a Beatles fan. Obvious case of Beatle mania. Just say something.
The great game was not to be out here. Take a run and a four down all four. And you come pick himself up. And very much just stand there. Right, as soon as I photographed, I thought no one knew about Alma. Here you go. Putting out. Great. It's a lovely thing. Great.
I just say Paul doesn't come here anymore, but I've seen Stella here, Paul's daughter. Everyone, it was in all the papers that Paul was on.
They get closer to an hour.
He's still owns it doesn't really look anything like it used to. We're Mary Hopkin and lots of the schoolgirls that made up the choir on your head, like picture of bread.
Very good.
See, we've got some very knowledgeable people here. Got people to get in. Kind of head up all that. John Taylor's best of the commission here at the top. Enterprises was situated from 1964 onwards. Late 63 onwards. Nems Enterprises, of course, Brian Epstein's company.
What are you doing, Richard?
There used to be a show from here called Sunday Night at the London Palladium. It's really Britain's equivalent of the Ed Sullivan Show. The Beatles topped the bill October 13th, 1963. The show was watched by one of the highest ever audiences that night. The show stands for favourites for scenes outside the theatre. At this place, haven't I? I mean, my start been going on all night. Yeah. A certain building and a certain rooftop. Regrettably, we can't attach the rooftop. Sorry about that, folks. Now, Building Society Association. Actually, I can exclusively reveal that the local council wanted to put up a green words to it. They asked me to do it. Just to get that on it almost, but not quite. It would have been nice if they'd done it. So I did it on the other day.
in the pit. They're on record. It's, certainly if you knew them like I did, you just shout out at you, and it's like, oh, come on, guys, you know. It's one of the day. It's so sad, so sad. Conventions now. Got 10, 15 of these, lost count of television shows, radio interviews. Yeah, great. I love it. I'm thinking of having a table, just put the table.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
During the 1960s, this building, now derelict, was the Indica Arts Gallery, run by three men: Peter Asher, Barry Miles, Peter Asher and John Dunbar. Their company name was MAD. It's because the initials of their name. Well, Paul McCartney is a very good friend of both Barry Miles and Peter Asher. Of course, Barry Miles currently writing a book with Paul about the Beatles LPs from Rubber Soul to Abbey Road. That's an interesting we'll get to. Paul McCartney autobiography. Of course, Peter Asher, we talked about earlier, Peter and Gordon, and of course, brother and Jane. And in fact, it's through Paul McCartney that these people that Paul was the early supporter of the gallery. Yes, Paul McCartney, not John Lennon. It was Paul actually introduced John to the avant-garde scene in general, the Indica Arts Gallery in particular. Paul actually donated lots of money to the gallery so it could open in the first place. He even designed the wrapping paper that things bought in the gallery bookshop were wrapped in. So it was Paul that actually introduced John to the Indica Arts Gallery and the avant-garde scene in general, which you don't read in many Beatles books, but it's the truth. In fact, there's a picture of Paul with John Dunbar, Peter Asher, Barry Miles, and Marianne Faithfull, who was actually married to John Dunbar at the time, at the opening of the Indica Arts Gallery in early 1966.